Hem. We are here. Hey, Albert Binu. Hey, Frostwing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you can hear me on this fine Saturday morning. ah, Saturday morning. So next week is a horrible week. Tons of midterms and essays due. So we're gonna get into it. So we're on 1.17.1 right now, which means that you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna create a world, and we're gonna create another world in the seed lagging. Right? We're gonna create seed lagging again, and we're gonna name it seed lagging 2. Okay, let's get into it. So we'll do it on hard, whatever, creative. What did I want to do here? Create this world, advanced time of day, off, update weather, off. Let's see, do fire tick, should I? I don't know. But yeah, we're just trying to make it so that we don't have to input any commands at the start. There we go. There's no world options. We go with lagging right there. And there we go. We create our world. So I'm gonna do something else. I keep forgetting to do this, but in the server properties of the server that we're gonna test after we test out the single player stuff, because the single player stuff there's gonna be what is it called? New world generation still. So it's interesting. Hey, it's time. Hey, Bedwars Clips, what's going on? Hey, Oscar, Texeira, what's up? How are you doing? How are you guys doing today? Hey, it's time, like I'm here. Yes, you're finally here, and we can go into full screen as well. There we go. So laggy. And as before, we're gonna go 16 chunks. Render distance and loading distance. I thought I lagged there. I thought that was a freeze right there, but no, I just jumped up and nothing happened right there. So we're gonna wait for everything to load. We're probably just going to look around, right, and see if things load anymore. We just went up from where we were before. It looks almost exactly the same as the last one, as the last time we looked at it, right? So what are we at? 123. Oh yeah, let's go above the clouds here. Let's make it known, right? So as you can see, we're loading up all these chunks now. These are all chunks that are loaded, and we can just save and quit the title there, right? I'm doing good. How's your day? I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. I'm just hungry and a little bit tired. Lagging. Yes, I am. Afraid of the big black bat. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. That was 1.17, right? And as you can see, multiplayer, 21W44A. We'll do that. And I'll load up the game again in in the new snapshot. And we're also going to stop the server so that I can edit the files here. Where you stopped? Hello? Server? You show me the console? Server stopped? Okay. There we go. And I'll edit the server properties. I'm going to open up... let's see. I'm going to open up the latest snapshot again. Or the latest snapshot, 21W44A, like it is in the title. And I'm going to edit the server properties file that has been created for this. Let's see. Level seed lagging, of course. Level name 21W44A. Let's see. I should be looking for view distance. So that's 16. We could probably bump it up a lot. But there needs to be spawn protection, max world size. Oops. I completely forgot. Okay. This might lag a little bit. That I exited the game. in full screen mode. Yeah, that might have lagged a little bit there. Let's see. That actually did a lot of stuff. Okay, simulation distance, we'll turn it to 8. Yeah, we'll turn it to 8. We'll do view distance on the server to like 32 or something. Actually, we can simulation distance. We can put it at 6, whatever. Right. So there we got that for the server, and I could restart the server if I save the file. Apparently the server is not shut down, except for it is. I don't know why Cubed Host isn't showing that I can just press play on it. Press start on it. Okay, there we go. I'll start it up there. And there we go. Here we go. Very zoom. There's a black bar on the bottom. What's the black bar on the bottom of the screen? That is just the... You know the Windows taskbar? Yeah, that's the Windows taskbar. It always shows up, right? Pixels. Whoa. Yeah. If I go full screen, it cuts off the Windows taskbar. So that's why there's always a black bar on the screen. If I'm not in full screen, then that's what happens. As you can see, nothing's showing up. And we can go into seed lagging 2. And that's why I'll do this. And we'll create a backup and load. We'll load up backups all the time. Instead of actually just making another 1.17.1 thing. In case we see more of the stuff. I accidentally hit my mic. Okay. So, here's the new features. New world generation is inserted under existing chunks when upgrading a world to new world height. Added online option screen. So when you where you can now find the realms, notifications, and difficulty when on a server. And added allow server listings option to opt out of having your name displayed in server listings. So we'll check those out. But the main difference here is that I don't think they improved anything on the borders and stuff, but we get to see if the new caves have we'll let this load. We'll do the same render distance as or the simulation distance as I did previously. And I'll bump it up on the server because we are loading the world as well. It gone now. Yep. So as you can see, this is the world looking to me. Although this isn't loading. Ahaha, right? Same world, same old world. But if we go into... Actually, we were above the clouds before. Remember that they moved the clouds up like 64 blocks. So, yeah, we're below the clouds now. And we can go into Spectator Mode, almost went Survival Mode, and splatted on the on the surface. Let's see. So we're going pretty fast on the ground. And let's turn on Night Vision. Effect. Give me Night Vision. For how many seconds? Whatever. Amplifier 1. True hide the particles. Okay. We're down below. We're down below, and it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You can see all the caves. All the caves on the snow level are okay. And this is 12, right? This is where the last lava layer used to be. And now we can go down. As you can see, there's some deep slate. Actually, I think the deep slate should form a bit higher than before in the new chunks. But as we go down, you see more caves. Now, this is a bug. Actually, is it rare to have like not that many caves here? Oh, we do have a big old cave over there. But here's the bug. Yeah, everything is made of stone. Mineshaft, yes. Everything is made of stone, which is not cool. Not amazing, I would say. They gotta get that fixed, because apparently they just carve everything and make it out of stone, right? But yeah, if we go further, right, we'll see that it continues to be made out of stone. All the ores are stone types. You see the tuff is actually here, and the gravel should be here as well, right? Tuff and gravel, yeah, tuff and gravel. But if we go over further, you'll see that it converts straight to deep slate, right? So, yeah, the deep slate does happen. It's just that not in previously loaded chunks. And if we go down even further, I think another bug is present. Yeah, there is no bedrock layer. For any for any of the previously loaded chunks. So only the deep slate, the new chunks that you generate will have bedrock at the moment. But that's to be expected. We're still in snapshots. We're still in beta testing phase. We're still in bug testing phase, right? So Mojang is doing a lot to get this out. It is currently November, so we'll see what happens in December. If they need to take big strides, otherwise they won't probably make it to December. But yeah, here we go. Right, this is how it be. And as you can see, all the deep slate are at this level. It's actually going up a little bit here. But in the new caves too, because you can tell if the new caves are loading. You can see that the deep slate does go up to like the previous bedrock layer. It used to not do that. It used to be like below 0 and stuff like that. But now it goes up all the way to the previous bedrock layer, so it has a much smoother transition into the deep slate layer compared to like the old chunks, right? Because the old chunks, they replaced the bedrock with the deep slate, and you know that's gonna look off if you keep on mining in those old chunks, and then you find nothing because the deep slate is generated before. But no, the deep slate just replaces the bedrock now, and they made the levels look like that as well in the deep slate, in the new chunks that are generated, right? Because I'm still flying in the same area, and the blocks are still coming up to me. But yeah, obviously if we go back, there's going to be some discrepancies because the blocks that you see, right, are a little bit higher. Like because of the deep slate blobs that had formed before, right? Because 1.17, it introduces deep slate blobs that go above to Y0 to Y16. And those are big blobs. But for any bedrock that you see, it will in 1.17.1, it will probably be matched by the deep slate in the new generations, right? The only difference that you'll remember is probably that 1.17.1 has deep slate blobs, while 1.18 has a lot of deep slate below, right? And you'll see once this converts to deep slate, right, it will all just be deep slate at the end. So you're gonna have a big old world with deep slate everywhere. So that's a thing to watch out for. Okay. So let's see. Let's talk about the new settings at the moment. Let's see. Where's that stuff? Is it in? Where's that menu? Accessibility. Chat settings. It should be in. I'm not sure if it. You have to do it outside the game. Oh, were you not hearing that before? I'm not sure. But where are the settings for this? Video settings, language max. Do I have to exit out and look at them? Well, anyway. As we can see, the same terrain does exist before, right? Remember last stream, if you've watched that, if you were there for it, we did encounter this sort of thing with the ruined portal just floating above, and all these mountains kind of just look the same, right? It looks pretty much the same as before. We still have that azalea tree over there, right? Let's see. Anything else? I don't particularly remember much of it, but doesn't look like it's doesn't look like the edge is smoothed out too much. None of the biome stuff is being smoothed out at the moment, so they're probably going to be working on that. But other than that, you really get to see like how they apparently, yeah, maybe may have No, I think we did save in the right positions, maybe? I am not sure. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we still got that jungle and dark or oak border, right? That we had before. And we still got that ravine that is no longer, or it does not pierce into older terrain, right? Even though, right, I wouldn't have loaded any of this because there's clear stuff that that shows that it wasn't loaded, right? You got this corner too, like you could still blend all this area in, right? Like they do in Bedrock. So we're gonna see if that happens, and we still got some trees that are cut off, yada yada. But yeah, all in all, the terrain still looks like it's being blended quite okay, just probably not the caves, and probably not the biomes at the moment, as we're seeing, right? Although we are seeing, that is a nice looking ravine right there. Yeah, all the corners, this looks like, these looks like, what is it called? Stamps? like the area that we uncovered before looked like a big old stamp, right? Also, is this a double? No, it's not a double. Is it? Is that just really thick basalt? This is a huge looking thing right here, right? But yeah, where we circled back to our previous mountain stuff, right? So, yeah, we'll go on to the server stuff. That's all we really need to see in single player at the moment. So, what do I have to do? Oh, there we go. It shows up here online. So, basically, you have the realms notifications, which means that if you have anybody in realms, I don't know how to do that. How do you go to realms again? There we go. There we go. Client incompatible, can't really see it, can't really test it. But yeah, realms notifications, you could turn it off. I think there would be like a mail icon or something. I'm not sure, but somehow this would be like if you have anybody who has realms, right? And there was something that someone invited you or something like that, or someone's online, whatever. You get a notification on it, and I think that's what it means to not have it there. But also, you have server listings. Now, server listings is a thing where I am sorry. I had to sneeze right there. But server listings is servers may list online players as part of their public status. With this option off, your name will not show up on lists, which means that when you look at servers, right, when you hover over a thing, it'll give you the latency in which you will connect to it, right? But let's see, is anyone on? Okay, so if you hover over the list, right, you'll see someone's name. You'll see anybody who's online's name, right? And this, right, is just the connection. This is the server list. So if I turn that off, right, you wouldn't be able to see someone's name on it. But I think you would still be able to see if someone was on it in general, right? Bless you. Thank you. That if someone was on it in general, right? So it would still show up 1 out of 20, but it wouldn't show your name on that list. So that's what we assume, because I can't really test it out if nobody joins on the server, right? Let's see. Game rule, and people turn that off, right? So game rule do daylight cycle, false. Game rule, actually no. Well, we won't do the weather cycle at this moment because that is actually a change that happens. Time set day, yo. So, okay, forgot. We are in creative mode. This is the world loaded in this is the same seed. As you can see, as if you remember from the last stream, it looks all the same. But it's a little bit different. We got apparently some placements and stuff maybe a little bit different. But yeah, that is it, right? So these are the changes that we have to work out for. Let's see, what is it called? We got a bed. So thing is that there is a rain timer. There is a weather timer that goes around the world, right? It's different from the day timer. It's different from the day-night cycle timer. It is the rain timer, which means that it'll either snow, it'll either rain or not after a given period of time. So what happens when you sleep, right? Let's see. Let's actually not do that, right? Game. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll just go up here or do it true. Time set night. Night. Weather. Rain. It's either rains or thunders, right? So when you sleep, the rain goes away, right? So before, it just it just set the time back for that cycle, right? Without just it basically just didn't do weather clear, right? Like doing any of these commands don't reset the timer, but sleeping does, which means that every time you slept, you would have reset the timer for the next weather cycle, which means that if anybody sleeps at any time, like, people can stop the weather from ever cycling just by sleeping every single night. And that would mean that you would never probably experience rain, you would never probably experience thunder, you would probably never experience snow in your world, right? If you kept sleeping every single night, or if someone else kept sleeping on the server every single night, you would not get any weather at all. And now it just doesn't reset the cycle timing, which means that it only clears the weather, right? And you get to, as soon as you wake up, probably you could probably get rain might come down on you and stuff like that. So you're more likely to have a lot more cycle timing and stuff like that. I don't know. A lot more rain, right? So then we got blocks and fluids are now affected by simulation distance. This might be a good idea to test the behavior of some of your redstone contraptions. Remain the same. Optimize entity collisions. So what that means is that, okay, we're at six simulation distance, I think. So let's build a simple contraption here that demonstrates the problem, or demonstrates the thing that we've done, right? We'll do that. We got a wet. Let's get a stair of some kind. So we got that. Let's see. Let's do something like this. See, that doesn't flow. But we can do something like this as well. Now let's get some more blocks to input our device, right? So we do this. Actually, I think we need to go a little bit farther there. Do this, like that. I don't have any redstone. We could do this. And then we can control how fast the clock is, right? And we can have a water bucket. Actually, I'm not sure. You can't move that, right? Okay, I forgot about that. Huh. Yeah, you're pushing the water out of it, I guess. Let's do something else. How do we do this? I kind of just wanted the water to just flow like that, right? So maybe, how fast would a dispenser do it? Let's do a dispenser. How fast should a dispenser do it? Let's do it. Okay, that's not too bad. I see water is being ticked correctly in the chunks that we are Although it should probably go faster or slower. Let's see. Do that. Bring that a little bit down, right? Because I kind of want to see that, see a little gap there, right? Yeah. So as we go down further, we might not ever see a gap again, right? Although we are in spawn chunks, I forgot. We should probably do this out of spawn chunks in case. Yeah, I think we're definitely six blocks away. Hopefully you'll see you later. I'll have to head out a bit. Well, have a good rest of your day. Frost. Hello? Hey, Mr. Cheese. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think we're in spawn chunks, which is why it is not unloading. Okay, we'll do it somewhere else, right? We'll do it somewhere else. Not something to be that bad about, right? I'm pretty mad right now. I didn't think about that. Just kidding. So we'll just do the same thing, right? Do the same old thing. Okay, yeah, you see the weather turned back on very, very, very quickly. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Let's actually, we do have our bed, right? Yeah. We could sleep this off. And there we go. There we go. And we might have a different weather cycle later. But we could just do this, yada yada. There, that should be the same. Yes, we do see that. It's actually ticking pretty fast. I'm not sure. Ooh. But if we move further away, we shouldn't see a little thing there. Okay, that was weird. Oh, that's a lot of weirdness. Ah, you see. What is today's doing? We are looking at fluid ticking. So as you can see, that has stopped everything, right? The redstone stopped before I don't think the fluids would have stopped. This is based on simulation distance, right? So simulation distance of the server is basically 6, and we are 6 chunks away. Whereas this one is always going to be loaded, technically from the thing. But if we go a little bit closer, right, we'll see. Okay, it's thundering again, I guess. We'll see it loading, right? Or is it not just? Is it just not graphically loading? Huh. Okay, no, I was just that was just lag. Okay. Yeah, it's loading. It's loading now. I'm not sure what that was. That was a lot of lag though. So I think it started loading everything again. And as we move back again, we'll see another gap. If we move further back. Yeah. It's just strange. It looks strange. I can see the redstone. It stopped. It's just very strange looking. I'm not sure. Has Tabby died, or why do I never see him? I don't know. Okay, it's strange that also the thunder's still happening. It's like it keeps the thunder loaded as well. Even though I reset the weather cycle, right? I don't know what's happening. To be honest with you, I just don't know. Also, we do have the render distance of the server set to like 32, so we'll go all the way up to 32, and I think we could still see it, right? Yeah, we can still see it. Everything looks pretty fine, right? This one is still working like a charm. Even if we're very far away, we still get that graphical glitch. I don't know if you guys see it. But yeah, that one's still working. The redstone's still loaded. The water's still going. This one is going as well. But if we go closer to this one, okay, that's a lot of lag. That's a lot of lag right there. But if we go closer to this one, you'll see that this is still loaded. right? But this has entirely stopped. You can see all the redstone has stopped moving, and you can see there's a gap in the water there. So fluid ticking is definitely off, or is definitely controlled by simulation distance now. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Hi, hey Rub Runner, what's going on? How are you guys doing? You guys doing on this fine Saturday morning? But yeah, blocks and fluids are now activated by simulation distance as well. So we can actually do the same test with a piston. Or we should, you know. As we get closer, right? Yeah, the water will keep on moving. Water will start moving again. Start moving. And since we got this looking like that, we can put a block on it, and you can see that it keeps on moving. And we'll do the same thing over at this one. We're at 32 chunk render distance, by the way. If you see a lot of lag, that is because of that at the moment. We'll do the same thing here. So as you can see, that is not moving. As we go down further, right? Yeah, it starts moving again. There we go. But that will continue to start and stop moving all the time, right? They're in the spawn chunks. We're far away enough that it wouldn't be that we wouldn't be loading it by our own chunk loading, but it's still moving the block and it is ticking the fluids, as you can see by the gap that forms, and it's moving, right? So that is cool. Hello, Rub Runner. I thought you said I hate Rub Runner instead of oh hey Rub Runner. oh oh hey oh hey I hate Rub Runner. Oh how blasphemy! I must give you $20 now. I've mistaken my words. It's dark outside. What do you mean morning? No, I always say hello. It's always just a habit. But yeah, that's how it happens here. So there's also a thing in the patch notes that says optimized entity collisions, which is just basically, right, if you have like a lot of zombies fall into, oh, not zombie horses. You have a lot of zombies fall into a hole, right? 1x1 hole. You'll see that you'll probably have less TPS when you look at it. Ticks per second. Or ticks per second lag, right? So if you see in F3, let's see. How do I do that? Shift F3. So these guys are burning. These guys are moving. These guys are trying to do something. And they're still falling into this hole. Right? And it should not be that laggy, right? It should not be as laggy as it was before. Although, some of these guys take a while to burn. So basically, if you have a lot of entities colliding with each other all the time, right? Like they're pushing each other out of the way, it will be less laggy apparently. I don't know how to really test it. There's no real metric I can really use. Well, for my purposes, right? Okay, let's spyglass too. But yeah, we can't really test it, but we'll trust them on it. Also, do you guys see those graphical bugs? You really, can you guys like tell me? Like, I am so confused. Is it my display or is it the game trying to render something? Because it happened here, right? It happened here a lot before. Okay, you see that? Did you see that? I'm not sure. I'm so not sure about this. Like, I feel like I can't. I want to look at my recording screen right now, but I'm trying to look at the game as well, which I can't double task that. Oh, I feel like I see it. Like there's like a little pane of rendering that happens there. That's not so good. I just realized. Oh, smile. I just realized the word mean, MEAN. Has, you know what? EA equals EA exposed. Interesting. interesting little comparison there. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see like the little graphical stuff that happens. But that happens, according to me. According to me. But yeah, we can also have, by the way, if we exit the server, well, I'll show the online stuff as well again. If we go here, options, online, allow server listings off or on, whatever, right? Shows that you're online. But if you have the server listing off, for the server, there's a server property for it. When you hover over it, it'll probably show no names. That's actually hide online players true, which is a thing that you can do in the server.properties filter, right? And apparently when JFR profiling is started on an external source, the JFR events of the network packets are now aggregated instead of one event per packet. So basically that means that they're combining all the events into into one thing instead of having one thing per packet, right? So that's a thing to look at. EA just got EA exposed. Yeah, low frame rate if you move. Yeah. So we're at 32 chunk render distance, which is what I set the server to at the moment. But we can go back to 16. So that we have better frame rates. There we go. So let's go over the fixed bugs, because this is basically what this snapshot is all about, right? So fixed bug is sleeping always resets time until rain, and as you saw, let's get out of our bed again, right? As soon as we slept, it took about like 2 minutes or something for the next rain cycle to appear, which means it didn't really reset any of the weather cycle timings, right? So basically, if you sleep often and sleep more, right, you're resetting the timer for the weather, which means that the chance of you ever getting rain in your world, ever getting thunder, because you slept, was really, really small, right? And now it's just a normal cycle that isn't affected by your sleeping, right? The only thing that will affect it is if you game rule do weather cycle false, right? That will stop everything, right? And the other thing that will affect it is if you do the weather command and just get into a certain weather thing, right? Oh, I don't think it will affect the cycle. I think it will just trigger it without affecting the cycle, but I'm not sure about that. So, I just eat fried chicken. Yeah, he's taking over my words. But yeah, that's one of the bugs. That's actually a very, very early bug. I'm not sure about that. Not early bug. Very, very old bug. Yeah, let's say that. So another old bug, when foxes were introduced, I think, foxes can't spawn on podzol or coarse dirt. And you know what that affects? A lot of mega taiga biomes. Mega taiga biomes usually have those on the ground, so you wouldn't be able to see foxes mainly in those places as much as you would do in regular spruce taigas, right? And we can go and look at that. Locate biome. Old growth pine taiga or something like that. Okay. Taiga, old growth pine taiga. Let's do that. We'll go to that. If you would load. We're on the server. Come on, come on. Free up your RAM. There we go. So as you can see, in these biomes, usually there's podzol, usually there's coarse dirt, which means usually a lot of the space for foxes cannot spawn in these taigas, even though they should spawn in all of the taigas, I believe. Because they do spawn in the snowy taigas and become snow foxes, right? If we are lucky enough to see any of them spawn around here, that would be interesting. Unless the change is that they can't spawn. Or they shouldn't even be spawning anymore. But it was a bug fix that they couldn't spawn, so... And that was fixed in the list. It's taking so long. Let's affect something. Effect give at entity type equals fox. There we go. Glowing 100 seconds, and we'll do 1. Hide the particles. The 3 targets, where'd they be? There we go. We got foxes right there. Are they? Okay, I don't know if they spawn there, but one is definitely on the bottle. Where's the other guy? There we go. There's another one over here. Is he on the bottle? No, he's not on the bottle. Let's go a little bit more. That's not this. That's a regular tiger right there. Let's go a bit like over here, maybe. Okay, 3 targets still. I'm not seeing any more glowing targets over here. But this is a lot of taiga, actually, too. We do see a village. But I feel like they all spawned in that big growth taiga with all the ponzels, so I'm guessing that it's kind of fixed. Yo, hey, Arjunvarma.la. How are you doing? Welcome back. Or welcome. Oh, welcome on this fine Saturday morning. Saturday morning for me, by the way. I'm just saying my time. Yo. Eat? What? EA is hacking their world lead. What does that mean? Eat me kias, me words, cost me money. Yeah. Help, EA is hacking my bank account. I hear you 1 million dipped. I'm not sure what the heck you guys are going on about right now. Oh my goodness. That was hard to say, actually. Because I kept saying EA like EA, not like E, right? Why did I translate it like that? But yeah, as you saw, there was foxes in there. I'm not sure if we can have a better comparison here. But let's see. Actually, we should probably game rule. Game rule, keep inventory true, and kill ourselves. There we go. We're back. Let's see. In Mineshafts, torches can generate attached to blocks other than wooden supports. Oh yeah, that's a thing that we can see down below. In case there is a mineshaft down below. We know there's a mineshaft, like, in that direction, I think. Oh yeah. Effect. Give me night vision. Let's see. 1. True. There we go. We should be seeing a mineshaft somewhere. And as you can see, let's actually see. Because I think I recognize a lot of this, terrain here. Let's see. Oh, we got a little zombie spawner. Okay, that's very green. Okay, that's very laggy. Do I see that? Do I see anything? Am I blind? Am I blind? Huh. I don't know. I'm trying to find the cases that we saw before. I remember there being a big old gaping cave somewhere. Apparently not. And a lot of the caves that I'm going through are loading at the moment. Still loading, right? Aha, okay. Interesting. Oh, we got like a double thing here, double zombie. Oh, we got a skeleton too. You can have like if you stand around here, you can have a double zombie and a skeleton one, which is nice. Aha, okay. Is this the cave that I was thinking about? No, it looks completely different. So, what I was going to test was, is this actually, this looks similar. This looks similar. I'm not sure. Was I just not close enough to load the rest of the caves? But what I was going to get at was that the caves should look similar, but um, they should be just stone, right? Like the carver does not depend on whether it's deep slate or stone. So the caves that you saw before in the last world that we upgraded to in the single player world that we upgraded, right? It should literally be the same. The same carver system down here. And as we go down below, it's all bedrock, right? We don't see that in the other one, right? But yeah, I'm just not finding that original little cave system that showed me all the goodies, right? That we saw before. Although maybe we could just fly up and maybe we'll think about it from the above ground perspective, because we did not have that before. Okay, that is like that. We'll go over here. And we should only be looking and comparing the new terrain, right? Like any of the old other save terrain would not be loaded. And I think this is, yeah, this is the ruined portal that would have showed up before. So we can go down below here and see these caves, although we didn't really see them before, right? Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. The ruined portal is still there. The cave systems don't look exactly the same, although I think the geode placement is basically the same. This could be the one that was below that you would have seen by the sea, though I'm not sure. We got a lot of new caves around here as well, and those were not loaded. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Is the I should have probably taken some better screenshots or something, but the cave systems don't look entirely the same down below where it should have generated new. And it's just not loading. I don't know what's wrong. Probably the render distance is too high or something like that, and it's taking a lot of CPU load, but like, or a lot of RAM too, to load it all. But like, dang, this is just not as smooth to run. Even though I'm not even running it, I'm using a server hosting site, right? Like, dang. We also do have a few. You really are going to find some triple spawners that are nice around here, right? Okay. Let's continue. Eat him, lol. Okay, he dead now. Good luck, he's food for months. Okay, but we'll continue with the other stuff at the moment. Let's see. So the mineshaft stuff. Mineshafts can generate light without any torches. If you know, then you know, right? When you go into mine shafts and stuff like that, sometimes their torches do not do much. Sometimes you get into lighter areas that don't have any torch effects and stuff like that, and that is something that not torch effects. It has light, but there's no torches around to give it light, which means they're ghost lighting, basically spawning in, right? And apparently that has been fixed. Also, we should probably effect clear us right here, so that we can see if all the torches that we see give light, and if there's any light, there are no torches behind, right? But yeah, if you ever see that, you know, Actually, this is not that problem. I think one of the problems is that sometimes the torches would spawn in the air or not attached to anything. So that's a problem that that needed to be addressed, right? But we'll give ourselves night vision again, because that doesn't make any sense. Yes. Let's see. Torches not spawning in abandoned mineshafts under Y0. Well, they are now. I mean, I've seen them where we are in the deep slate layer. Large shipstone structures can generate outside of the caves. That's actually a bug that you can see in Silent Whisperers videos. Now that the parody, there's like a lot of parody, right? But far off, like I haven't seen any dripstone pillars spawn outside. Like I don't have any references to those seeds or anything like that, right? So I would have no idea to verify this, how to verify this. I don't have a seed that would show it before, and that would be fun to look at. But obviously it doesn't make any sense because dripstone is made from cave cave drippings, right? And somehow you got cave drippings on the outside world, which is strange and quite interesting. Also, this is interesting as well. You're never gonna light this up. Although, if you have a mob spawn here, it will prevent other mobs from spawning because they're taking up the space that the mob can spawn, right? So, yeah, let's go into the next bugs. New mob biomes don't count towards the adventuring time achievement. So we could press L, right? And adventuring time. Before, if you remember, it was 31, right? And now it's 50, which means they added all the biomes, all the other biomes, and apparently there weren't any oceans counted before. So the oceans are back in the list. So if you want to complete that advancement, you're gonna have to remember where you've been, or remember every single instance of a biome so that you can go back to them. But it includes all the cave biomes, it includes all the mountain biomes, stuff like that. And it re-includes all of the ocean biomes that are still present, right? So /JF error stopped. Output does not have a link. So if you don't know, it creates a profile. JFR creates a profile for you to look at. But if it doesn't link to where that profile was created, then you would probably not be able to remember or see your little profiling command work, right? So that's the thing. Mob specific to structures aren't spawning in their structures. So that's a thing that we can look at. Let's see. Locate ruin, not ocean. Ocean ruin? Yeah, there we go. Okay, ocean ruin. So if you don't know, ocean ruins should spawn drowns near them. So that's how that's what we should know, right? So if this place loads, right? We should see drowns next to them. We should see drowns next to the ocean ruins. Although some of them might not spawn drowns, but yeah, okay. There we go. Drowned is spawned in there, right? And I think this should still be the case with like ocean monuments. Locate what is it, monument? It's just called monument? Okay. There we go. Maybe Elder Guardians weren't spawning before. So we'll look at that. And as you can see, the tail of one is outside. So yeah, look at all these guardians though. That is insane. That's an insane amount of guardians right there. Right there. And we got a little little ruined ship right there. Little sunken ship. But yeah, if you ever find one of these, right, and you see a lot of squid dying, that's a good old ink sac farm right there. You could really make that a good ink sac farm, not gonna lie. Let's see. What else? Foxes and wolves don't spawn in groves? Okay. So we'll go to groves, and let's see if we can find any. We might not be so lucky. And hopefully it loads well. I thought we were not that high. Let's go. I see a polar bear. Has it loaded? Okay. Let's do our last, one of the other things we have. No entity was found. What about wolves? You do wolf? Although this is a small grove. Yeah, no entity was found. We need to find a better one. Although there is a little igloo here. Does it go down? No, it doesn't. Rip. This igloo's a bust. Let's go somewhere else then. Let's see. TP. Let's go. And let's locate grove. There we go. Spectator mode again. There we go. Me cousin is so annoying. Eat him, lol. Okay, eat that now. Food for months. These Slate orders still look so cool. Yeah, gotta go see him. Well, have a good rest of your day, Mr. Cheese. I'll see you in the next one. See ya, yeah. Be at Igloo. Is this a better grove? Possibly. Let's see. Let's do the same old commands here. No wolf. No fox. Okay. This grove does not. This grove is also small. And it doesn't have a fox. Okay. Oh, there's another grove over here. Maybe this wasn't loaded. Oh, there we go. We got a fox. Although, I can't see it in the snow. Let's do wolf too. No entity was found. But I literally can't see the fox. There doesn't seem to be any tigers around. Oh, there we go. There we go. I see it. Yeah. Although it's a regular one. Huh. And this is still Grove biome? Yeah, it's Grove. Yeah, this guy definitely spawned here. Okay. It's interesting though. He's not a snowy fox, even though the groves are full of snow. I'm not sure about that. I don't see the fox. See. But yeah, adventuring time does not account for new cave biomes. I already talked about that. The ocean and ocean not needed for adventuring time achievement advancement. Already talked about that. Values of infinity and noise settings and default world gen. Yeah, that was removed. Powdered snow strips can't generate exposed to surface. Let's see. I don't think groves spawn powdered snow, but we'll go to a snowy slopes or something. Locate biome snowy slopes. Let's get that. Though we might be too low, maybe. Let's go into spectator mode. Oh no, we're too high. Looks like one of these. One of these small ones. These meadow ones. But it should be able to tell them apart. Although this is quite interesting. Is it in snowy slopes? Or would it be frozen peaks? Huh. Although that's weird looking. Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any powdered snow. Let's see. What do I need to do? Frozen peaks. There we go. Oh yeah. We're definitely going to be inside of it. Hola. Although, here we go. Right? Should be some snow. Should be some powdered snow somewhere. Foxy boy. Yeah, it looks a little bit different, but I'm not sure we're finding any. Actually, we should be able to see it in Spectator. They're actually, like, somewhat transparent. Although I'm not seeing any. They should be somewhat transparent, right? Oh my goodness. Are we getting really unlucky, though? Like, that is... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not I'm not getting any vibes that any of these are powdered snow blocks. But we do have a nice ruined portal up here. And we need to go somewhere else. There we go. This biome looks cool. I'm aggressive food, BRB. Well, I'll see you when you grab some food. Okay. You got some snowy snow around here? we got some snowier snow around here or something? Come on. This is like the worst frozen peaks I've ever seen. Where's the powdered snow, my friends? Where the heck be the powdered snow? There we go. Jeez. Should be some powdered snow around here. Okay. This one. It's covered in snow, though. No, it's ice. What? I've been duped. Why can't I see that it's... You can't see that it's ice within the ice. Okay. Not even. We don't even have any instance of powdered snow around here. Why is it so difficult to find a mount with some powdered snow? Actually, let's test the thing. Powdered snow. So if I go inside one, like, can you see? Yeah, you can see it. Like, you could tell that it's a different kind of block, right? Like, it's loading every single face of the powdered snow block. Like, I would be able to see it, and I'm not seeing it. There we go. Maybe replace some wither air, and you can see the snowy snow. Hey Ben Marsh Scott. Welcome. How are you doing? I want to play 21W44A with my fabric mods, but I keep on getting a B-sod. Interesting. Oh my goodness, why do we keep getting these derpy little peaks, eh? Okay, this looks to be... Yeah, there's powdered snow here. Right? Hello? No, it's still ice. I keep getting... Because the ice is breaking apart the snow, right? Like, I keep thinking that the snow is not being cold, right? But it's all just ice. I'm getting baited so hard. We're not getting the powdered snow. It's just ice. I'm so bad at typing. The stop code was system service exception. Powdered snow can spawn naturally? Yeah, it can. Hey, Sylvia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you guys doing today, by the way? I keep forgetting if I asked that or not. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We saw some foxes naturally generate in the groves, although they weren't snowy foxes, but now we see the wolves. So it works. They can spawn here in the groves. But yeah. Come on, I just want some of the... That is just ice. Stop teasing me. I really just want to see some powdered snow. Is that powdered snow? No, I think that's ice right there. Come on, it is ice. Oh my goodness. I am so like... Come on, guys. I really wish I could find some powdered snow around here. Oh, we spawned right on top of one. Snowy slopes? I guess we might be looking in the wrong places, too. Okay. This looks to be it. Yeah, let's go. Powdered snow. Yeah, here we go. Finally, I get some relief that I found something with powdered snow. Maybe we were looking at frozen peaks the wrong way, and probably it was just snowy slopes. Ah, there we go. Lots of powdered snow right there. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're at the frozen peaks as well. we found powdered snow at the biggest mountain that we found so far. Great. And we're also going up pretty high here. Jeez, we are going up pretty tall. Yeah, there we go. 231. And where's... do we see any more powdered snow? It's just ice, though. That's ice. So we might have just been looking at the wrong places, but we didn't find any of the snowy slopes connected to any of these frosted peaks. But yeah, what a journey it was to find these things. Yeah, is that powdered snow or is it not? I think it's still ice. It is just ice. Ugh. What a pity. There's so much ice. But this, at least, I think, yeah. There's some powdered snow around here. Ugh. There we go. Powdered snow. Good. Jeez. How to fix my B-sod area? I don't know. You found it. GG. Yay. Hey, Piper Pine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Yay. Powdered snow everywhere. I just want a whole powdered snow mountain. I'm not sure about you, but I really just love it when mountains troll you. Yeah, we got some more powdered snow here, too. Is this snowy slopes? I mean, it doesn't look frozen. Yeah, it is snowy slopes. I might have just been looking in the wrong places. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, world. Ah, what beautiful mountains, by the way, too. You haven't played any of these snapshots, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, but it takes a while to find some good places, though. So, yeah, more powdered snow, woo. It's so fun to freeze to death. Let's get ourselves some leather boots or something. Woo, we're going on top of the powdered snow. And doom. We're back in. Oh, we got a glacier biome over there too. Let's go over more of the bugs fixes here. So, icebergs go all the way to the ocean floor. Apparently that's a bug, and we got glaciers over here so that we can see if it does go all the way to the ocean floor. Apparently it shouldn't. Apparently it shouldn't, although we do have some of that. Okay, that goes all the way to the ocean floor. Yeah, some of them don't. I guess the bigger ones do. Still. Yeah, the bigger ones might do still. Yeah. Pretty big. And what are these ones? These are pretty small? Yeah. So I guess the smaller ones... Oh, this one is more pointy and it still goes to the floor. Oh, the floor can be a little bit deeper around here. Oh, that seems to be a cave. So I guess maybe all of them went to the floor before. Went to the floor before? Yes, yes, yes. But I think all the larger ones still go to the floor. It's just not as for the smaller ones, right? Which still, this is a lot of packed ice if you ever should need any, right? Although I think some of the cave magma systems do leak out into the ones that aren't fully flush with the floor, right? Some places. So that you can keep on breathing air in the caves, but it appears to also work under icebergs. But yeah, that would be amazing, yes. Old growth. Spruce, taiga, and old growth birch forest aren't part of Adventuring Time Advancement. Okay, so those were changed to also be included in the Adventuring Time Advancement. Windswept Gravelly Hills and Windswept Savanna aren't part of the Adventuring Time Advancement. Yeah. If you don't know how to open your advancements, just press L. It's pretty easy. Although, I say it's pretty easy. It's if you play WASD, right, you're probably not going to be pressing L with any... You're either going to have to take your hand off the mouse or hand off your movement, right? Like, it's not a close button at all, right? Which is a very interesting little thing. I'm not even sure what L even stands for. Like, why is it even L? It's always one of those things that's not even that's not a intuitive keybind, let's say that. But if you press P, you open up the players list and, you know, P player, right? But L, what does L mean? What does L mean? I mean, I guess none of the other buttons really say anything about adventuring or advancements at all. Okay, maybe V? Like, V could be some button, right? I'm not sure. Advancement? Advance? I'm not sure. But yeah, just a little gripe there. Withers do not move down to follow the player when the wither's health is half or lower. So, basically, this is a bug where the wither should be in melee mode, but keeps on going out of range for melee, which means that you can't kill the wither unless you trap him in some sort of way, right? So this is a bug that fixes that. This also is reminiscent of a lot of the bugs, right? Because if you've ever seen Hermitcraft or any Psycraft people, right? Like, okay, we got a lot of powdered snow around here. But if you ever see... Okay, I forgot you shake like this. But if you ever see any of them fight withers on elytras, right? You'll see that when they do their elytra fight with the withers, they keep on having to go up in the air because the withers keep going up in order to get distance to shoot you, even though they should be in melee mode, right? Once they keep on flying up, right? So you're up thousands of blocks and you still can't kill this one wither. And once it drops the nether star, you might lose it because there's a lot of height for the item to drop from. So that's kind of a bad thing, right? So yeah, kind of interesting. Lad advancements. Yeah, the lad advancements. Advancements for lads. That's actually a pretty good one. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I keep thinking like little changes like that. Maybe don't account for good jokes, but I always, if I laugh at it, maybe it's kind of amusing. Maybe it's kind of funny, right? But yeah, we'll go through the rest of the bugs here. All torches in Mineshaft are facing the wrong way. That was the thing. Wither skeletons can only spawn on nether bricks. Ah. Yeah, that is quite an interesting bug. That was there before. Or wasn't there before. Because you could make wither skeleton farms with nether rack platforms where you can put some wither roses on it, right? And it would seem that they changed that, so none of the wither skeleton farms would have worked there. But it apparently is a bug, and basically you had to make it out of nether brick or not. So now you can go back to the old farm designs where it has nether rack and it has a wither rows on it, and you can prevent everything but wither skeletons from spawning. The amplified boolean in noise settings does nothing. Yeah, okay, so this is the thing that Henrik is working on, was working on this week, right? Oh, there's a creeper right there. So Henrik, if you don't know, is basically the main developer around doing all the new cave generations, all the new world generations. He has some help with some other Mojang employees and developers, right? And he's been working on the Amplified this time. Like, I think all the world gen changes are pretty much done. I think he's going to be working on a lot of the parity stuff between seeds and the randomization of stuff. Like, if you don't know, Java and Bedrock are getting seed parity, but there's a lot of differences. Like, Bedrock doesn't have the amount of seeds that Java has, so a lot of the seeds that you see on Java might not translate or correlate to a Bedrock seed, right? Because there's just not enough numbers that are in the set of Java seeds that Bedrock has. And also, random things like foliage and trees and stuff like that, those are still randomly placed. But the ores and some structures and the terrain should be basically the same. Terrain and biome should be basically the same across each version. But since it would take a lot of time to overhaul just the random placements of stuff, that is not being addressed in this in these snapshots at the moment. So right now, Henrik is working on what Amplify should look like in terms of the new 1.18 terrain, and he's working on that pretty fluently. And if you go onto his Twitter, you'll see in his media page, right, you'll see a lot of snapshots or a lot of screenshots posted of the new terrain generation in for amplified terrain. And I think amplified terrain will look pretty cool based on these stuff, right? Oh, yes, for sure. But yeah. Nether and caves is missing bedrock, and nether decorations can be generated on an original bedrock layer, and the terrain shaper and noise settings is not used. So, I think that may have gotten rid of it as well. But yeah, we can also check out the thing. This was a bug in the previous snapshots, I think, when they introduced the bedrock terrain, right? So, we just do set block. Here. Nether portal. There we go. And we can go into the nether. Now, nether was fixed to make it 1.17 again. To make it the same as 1.17 again. But as we go into nether here, right? Like, we can go into spectator mode. We should not see... We should see a bedrock layer, yeah. So, this was fixed. Before, you can see all the biomes and placements of the nether. The nether has 3D biomes, and the overworld used to have 3D biomes, but now it's more 2D, right? But yeah, here we go. We have all the bedrock placed. It used to not be bedrock. They removed the bedrock layer. It's still present in the caves, in the overworld, but the bedrock layer was removed for like every single layer on in the last snapshots. So yeah, that got fixed. It's pretty nice. It's pretty much better. But yeah, I don't know how to end that sentence right there. But we go back. You'll see that in newly generated terrain, you still get the bedrock. I'm trying to go down fast, by the way. Scrolling speed maximum. Yeah, you see the bedrock is there. But if we go into our single player world, right, where we did load up the terrain before, and it was updated to the snapshot here, right? Let's see, where are we? Yeah, as you can see, there's a huge line because the biomes aren't blended yet. But if we go down below, you'll see that there's no there's no bedrock. But also I think it's still maybe a bug. I didn't load up the Nether in this world, in this seed before, and if we converted to the last this snapshot, right? If we loaded up that in 1.17, I'm not entirely sure if that would have if the bedrock would not be there or it would be converted, but it's a weird bug that we have seen being posted very, very frequently. Is Nether larger? No, it isn't. It is not larger. It is just so here's what I believe they did, right? So in order to convert they have criteria for bedrock to be placed, right? Like, if the bedrock is at the levels that it can spawn, which is Y0 to Y4, right? And Y0 will always be a flat layer, right? So Y0 to Y4, but they check if there's a bedrock placed there, right? If there's any bedrock placed anywhere else, they know that it wasn't naturally spawned, which means that it will remove it, right? So the bedrock layer gets replaced with deep slate, and that goes all the way down to the next layers, right? To negative 64 to like negative 59 or something like that, right? So that's the new bedrock layer. However, they just removed it. They're just they're doing little small steps at a time in order to keep it there. But the new terrain generation does generate with the bedrock at negative 64 to like negative 59, right? But when they replaced all the world with the caves and all the stone below, right? They are not they're working on trying to get that bedrock layer in place, right? So I think they just removed the bedrock so that people can explore there, can test it at the moment. But they didn't re-add the bedrock generation for the new cave generation, right? Because there might be some bugs with it. There might be some interesting things that could happen with it. And in turn, that also meant that any naturally placed bedrock in previously generated terrain in the Nether as well would have got destroyed, right? So that's why that bug and the bug fixes have existed, right? So any previously placed bedrock is just replaced with regular blocks to make sure that the world can replace it and can expand below it or above it, and that affected the Nether stuff, and it affects it affects all previously generated terrain, I think. So I think that's the whole reason behind it. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if that's the case, but they'll definitely flesh it out. Hopefully by the next snapshot, because it looks like Henrik is working on amplified terrain, and maybe someone is working on the transitional stuff, right? But yeah, that seems to be all the bugs, actually. I gotta go see ya. Well, have a good rest of your day, Rub Runner. But yes, the Funk Soul, brother. But yeah, that should be it for me as well. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today on this Saturday morning, for me at least. I have gotten a lot of my parts for my new PC. Almost ready, so we'll probably have not that much lag, and plus I can offload a lot of my processing onto the CPU and probably record streams that we do and probably edit them down as well. But all in total, this new PC should make my editing go a lot more smoother, because I can't really edit in real time on this PC. But yes, hopefully we get better streams. I might stream in better quality. Maybe we'll go up to 1440p. Maybe we'll go up to 4K or something like that. It could be interesting. But yeah, everything is almost here, and we should see something by the end of next week. But don't expect any content the following week after Sunday, because midterms. But yeah, I think this is going to be it for our stream. Sick. So yeah, thank you for staying with me. If you're liking the stream, have a good day, good night, good life. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's really close everything.